Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Patrick Corbin, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA of about 3.5. Very consistent. Really, he kept his ball club in the game every time he took the mound.
Lorenzo Cain heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder. Lorenzo.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike one. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. You've got 161 more to go. You just need to put it behind you, come out and play your brand of baseball. I will say, though, one thing's for sure, you don't want to start things out 0-2.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
One strike.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway.
Oh my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Panic.
Joe Panic will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again, he'll snap one over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Nobody out, runner on first. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in safely. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Carlos Gonzalez gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. Here it comes. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Pollock has it in his tracks. And that's the second out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up. So we'll see how that impacts this game.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, he had to wait a couple of batters before getting his chance to run. But he made it pay off here as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
Taken high and deep to right. Peralta going back. Still ranging back. Gone! A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt, as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Buster Posey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
First delivery to him on the way. Brandon Crawford started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. On to the number 16. The right-hander from Japan will get the starting assignment in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. It's going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Belt has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Yasmani Tomas is at the plate as he watches ball one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game one of the season on the road.
Yeah, most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's right where he's going to need to be against this lineup. On the corners all night long.
To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. As the Diamondbacks are on the board, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
David Peralta comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Swing and a miss on the forkball. He's behind in the count now, 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, one thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Whether this is intentional or not, you're not going to be long for this game if you hit back-to-back guys. Umpires, they tend to have a quick hook after that.
So striding in, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and it stakes the Diamondbacks to a 4-2 lead. Here's Chris Owings now.
Second baseman, Chris Owings.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On to the second inning. Number 10 will come forward now to start the second in what's been an offensive showcase so far.
Third baseman.
Yeah, and you'd think you'd be happy with putting up 2 runs in the top of the first. Well, think again. You're already finding yourselves being thumped in this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Grounded back up the middle. There is Ahmed. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 8th, the left fielder, number 2.
Denard Span will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. First pitch on its way. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And they are wearing him out down there. 2 away now. Number 16 will get his first cuts here. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nick Ahmed will stand in, and it was his home run that, remember, was the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. A spin and a throw. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Patrick Corbin.
Stepping in, Patrick Corbin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. Two and 0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Good forkball 2-1 there as he draws it even to 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
A.J. Pollock will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. On the ground to third. Backhanded. One there, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
the left fielder, number 24, Yasmani Tomas.
Into the box, Yasmani Tomas. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch is a forkball for a called strike. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
You don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Some of our Lorenzo Cain is set to start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the third. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Carlos Gonzalez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1-2, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still. Brandon Moss digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
George Contos is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Jake Lamb will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Wellington Castillo strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And boy, they're really
Time right there.
fastball. Strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. I mean, you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Chris Owings is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high, and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they hang on to a 1-run. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. DJ Kim is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 49, DJ Kim. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th.
Brandon Belt will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This is pulled into right, and that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The catcher, number 20.
Wow, what a great way to start off your half of the inning late in this ball game. He is pumped up out there at second base, trying to get his teammates into it.
Buster Posey will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. Trying to hold the lead. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty. He'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Set to deal on 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So stepping in, number 10, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Connor Gillespie will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 68, Connor Gillespie.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And they'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off, and in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.